Soaking up the applaud from your supporters, a 42-year wait since the last European semi-final, and it's your goal tonight, that's the difference.
Yeah, an incredible night at the City Ground. We knew it was going to be difficult. I think we got fortunate, them going down to 10 men within 5 minutes. But it's an incredible win tonight, and we go ahead onto the semi-final, which this club fully deserves. It's been, like you said, 42 years, so it's an incredible night.
This place was rocking. They were right behind you for the whole game. As far as special nights at this club for you, this has got to be right up there, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. This is one of the best nights I've had at the City Ground. So thanks to fans, to everyone that's made it happen. You know, we got into a task at the start of the season to take this competition full on, and we're doing that. And I feel like we deservedly got the win today. So we focus now, rest, relax, and then focus on the league on Sunday.
There were big shouts of Istanbul all the way around the stadium. I'm sure a few will be booking theirs tonight. But one more step, Aston Villa up next.
Yeah, they've been chanting that 4 games ago. So their expectations are really high, and so is ours. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. But like I said, we've got to focus on game by game. And Aston Villa, is Aston Villa who we play? Yeah, Aston Villa in the next round. So we'll take it as it goes. But we've got the Premier League game to focus on first.
Well, look, Morgan, and what's a special night for the club? I'm sure a difficult night for your group, a fitting tribute there to Elliot Anderson and his family on what I'm sure is a difficult time.
Yeah, really emotional night. It's a shame, it's a big shame, because he's an incredible kid, and no one deserves this, you know, no one. But we're all with him.
Thanks, Morgan, and well.
Your Europa League semi-finalists, Aston Villa, with a blockbuster tie against Nottingham Forest in that semi-final, and the other tie is between Braga and Freiburg there. So the final, Istanbul on the 20th of May at the Besiktas Stadium. The fans already dreaming about that. It was a 1-0 win tonight, 2-1 on aggregate. Karen Carney and Andy Reid still with me. And Andy, everything's just feeling a whole lot brighter at the moment around Nottingham Forest, apart from the weather.
Yeah, no, it is. Look, it's an incredible achievement. If you look at where the club's come from over the last 4 or 5 years, a lot of tough years that the fans had to endure, and where the club has come from to have a night like tonight, where you got an opportunity to get to a European semi-final, is incredible. And like you say, first half I thought there was some good stuff. Second half they made it difficult for themselves, that's for sure. But the end result is, you know, you get to that semi-final, and what a tie it sets up again. Two former European Cup winners going head to head in a European competition. So it's brilliant. It's a great achievement.
It really is. 3 possible games away from silverware, away from Champions League football as well. And here is the man who's led Forest to that semi-final, Vitor Pereira. Joins us now. Good to see you, Vitor. Congratulations. First of all, you're the first Nottingham Forest manager to lead this club to a semi-final of major European competitions since the great Brian Clough in 1984. How does that feel?
Because I have a fantastic team. Understand? It's not about the manager. It's about the team, because they have the true spirit, the character, the quality, and I think they deserve. And the club, the supporters, they deserve.
What was that like for you on the touchline? It was tense for Andy watching along with us as well. Did they make it a bit harder than it needed to be?
Yes, because they are the faces in the other bench are faces that I recognize. You understand? I worked there for a long time, and it's normal that the fire there. We want to win. In the end, we are friends.
What is it like to give this night to the supporters as well after a tough season for them? What have they been like for you since you arrived at the club?
We need to suffer together. We need to suffer together, and we need to feel proud in the end of a game. To feel proud of ourselves, feel proud of the supporters, and feel proud about what we did on the pitch.
Vitor, it's a great result tonight, but I do have to ask you about some of the injuries. Chris Wood, Murillo, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I think only Odoi maybe it was a muscular injury. We don't know. We must check. But the other two, I think they will recover.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
I'll let you go.
Yeah, no. We were just about to say, how do you now go about preparing for that massive game on Sunday at home to Burnley? We have to regroup, enjoy the night, but then it's a really important game then comes Sunday.
Of course. We start in the dressing room today. After the game, we start to speak about the game, because we don't have time to celebrate. Just a few minutes to celebrate, and now it's time to recover. It's time to come back again, mentally strong. But I prefer to come with a win, because the motivation is different, and for sure it will be a tough game. We need our supporters again. We need to go again as a family to fight and to get the 3 points.
And Vita, before you go as well, I just want to show you the goal as well, the goal that's taken you through to that semi-final from Morgan Gibbs-White as well. Such a key player for you, and when he keeps delivering, you have a chance of fulfilling your dreams.
Fantastic player. But we have chance in the first half to decide the game, but when you don't score, after is difficult.
Vito, Aston Villa in the next round. What are you thinking?
Please don't. please, just Burnley in my head is too much. Aston Villa and Burnley is too much.
Sorry.
Okay, I prefer to think after Burnley.
You'd enjoy tonight more,
Of course.
One game
Thank
at
you.
a time. We will let you go now. Thank you very much. We'll let you go and join the celebrations, which I'm sure are taking place in the dressing room.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, always.
Well, one game at a time. Definitely doesn't want to get too far ahead. Of course, It is a huge match against Burnley at the weekend, but how will this set them up for that?
Yeah, I think you go in on the back of a win and the euphoria here. I think it sets you up really nicely. Burnley will be a tough test. There's no doubt about that. But it's a winnable game. You've got to start with tempo. You've got to go on the front foot. You've got to get the crowd coming with you again. Everybody needs to lift it again for Sunday, and they're going to need the crowd to come again on Sunday. After the highs of tonight, you can't be turning up expectant on Sunday and just thinking that it's going to happen. Everybody needs to get behind the team. The team need to go out, play with a real tempo, and go and grab that game.
Well, let's go back to the beginning of the game tonight, Karen, though. Forest given a helping hand, weren't they, by the straight red card for Jan Bednarek?
Oh, there was no question about it. It was a red card. It was late, it was reckless, it was high, and it was a case of injuring Chris Wood, and he went off because of it. There's no question about it. I was only a bit fuming that the referee didn't see it initially, but you can just see there he took his eye off it, and that's why VAR had to step in and help him. But no question, red card, and it changed the game, particularly in the first 45 minutes. And then after that, you're like, go on then, Forest. Go and turn the screw. There's a player down. See what you can do.
The good thing is that Vita Pereira says he thinks he's going to recover, so hopefully no serious damage done, but it was a bad one.
Yeah, it was a bad tackle. There's no doubt that it was a red card, and I actually thought after the red card, I thought Forest played well. I thought they found the pockets, they got the ball wide at time, created 1v1s, got some crosses into the box. The only disappointing part of it was that they didn't get that goal. If you go in at half-time and you're 2-0 up, it makes the second half a whole lot easier than what it turned out to be. It definitely would have made it nicer for me.
But they got it done in the end with that 1-0 win. Knowles following that 1-0 victory. We've already spoken about how they made you a bit nervous in the second half, Andy. Didn't do it the easy way. But Porto gave you something to worry about, hitting the bar twice in that second half.
Yeah, they did. They created a couple of good chances. They actually played well in the second half, Porto. They knocked the ball about quite well. I think they were quite brave in keeping the two up top, which kept the centre-backs occupied. You see this chance here, Gomez arriving at the back post, and it's a good effort that could easily have gone in off the underside of the bar. And at this point, you're saying to Forest, come on, you need to liven up here a little bit. And it was getting edgy around the ground. The fans were starting to get a little bit edgy, and it was a tough watch at this period.
And he's got them more resilient, Vita Pereira. 6 games unbeaten, but is the next step for them, Kaz, now to get more goals from this side, because they had the chances to put this game to bed and kept the belief alive for Porto.
Yeah, I mean, this was another chance though for Porto, Varela, and that was lucky. But you're right, Linz. The game should have been done in the first half when they had the extra player. When initial sending off obviously happened, and they had a lot of chances, and they've got to take those chances. But at the end of the day, today, get the result and get through. And if they continue to do that to the end of the season, everyone will be buzzing here. So, performance-wise, second half, not great, but it's result-orientated business at the moment.
A top result, though, against a top side with a lot of European pedigree. We can hear from the Porto boss now, Francesco Farioli, is with Liam.
Francesco, do you feel as if it was the red card that was the difference tonight?
I think everybody would like to know how the game could be if, but I guess, yeah, that we will never know. In the other side, we have to evaluate in the first 3 minutes, as it happened in Dragao, we had a massive chance. We didn't convert, and after, of course, the red card changed completely the dynamic. The first half, it was more about to arrive to the half time, to have the opportunity to change few things, few players, but especially tactically to have the proper adjustment. I think the reaction of the team has been fantastic. The second half, we changed the gear. I think we play like the feeling from outside that the team with one player more was Porto and not Nottingham. So I think we did a great match to crossbars. What to say? I think if you make the calculation of the 2 matches, it's quite clear the team that deserved to go through to the semi-final. It was us, but again, sometimes deserve is not enough. You need to pull the ball, to put the ball in the net, and we didn't do it. Especially in Dragao, you were there and you saw how many chances we missed, and after you pay the price. But again, really proud of this team, of the 10 men that they finished the match, and especially 2,000 people that traveled from Porto till here to stay with us, to give us an incredible boost, and unfortunately we were not able to give them what they deserve.
Francesco Farioli ruined those missed chances in the first leg as well. Karen, were they very much the architects of their own downfall over the 2 legs because of the chances, the own goal as well, and then of course the sending off this evening?
Yeah, I thought the interview from the manager was spot on, and he spoke really, really well there. You mentioned the chances last week. I think they had 18 opportunities to score last week and should have put the game to bed then. And they clawed their way back into it but didn't have the cutting edge. So they will be getting back on the bus, the plane, and thinking, how has that happened? But ultimately you have to give credit to Forest of finding a way and defending well at times, and then they're through, and Porto will have to deal with that.
Forest with some massive games coming up, Andy, starting with Burnley. How concerned are you by those injuries tonight? Chris Wood, Murillo and Hudson-Odoi, which is the one that Vitor Pereira seemed the most concerned about.
I mean, I think Murillo, you'd be hopeful, will be okay. Chris Wood, although it was a contact injury, hope that there's nothing underlying, he could be all right. The one that you probably worry about most is Callum Hudson-Odoi. It looked like a thigh injury, which could keep him out for a few weeks. We don't know. I suppose he'll get a scan tomorrow, and then it will be decided then. But that could be a blow. But this is a good squad. There's lots of good players, lots of good attacking players. So there'll be players who will be chomping at the bit, ready to go against Burnley on Sunday. And you just want to probably get in tomorrow, do a bit of a stock check, see how everybody's getting on, do them checks, see what they need to do over the next few days to recover, and get that team patched up and ready to go for a huge game on Sunday.
Yeah. Then the manager has shown just how well he can use this squad and utilise everyone.
I think he has to, though. But when he came over there, he's quite a charismatic, funny guy, and you hear that the players get on really well with him. And ultimately, he's got to get a song out of them, and he's got to find a way to get you to perform each individual. And it's difficult with the amount of games that they've had. But like I said, this is the business end of the season. As a player, if you can't get up for this, you shouldn't be in football.
A very quick word on that semi-final clash. If the weekend's anything to go by, Andy, there probably won't be much in it, do you think? Yeah,
I think it's a tough tie for Forest. There's no doubt about that. We seen the game on Sunday. It was a really tight game, and I expect the perspective to be the same.
Andy, Karen, thank you very much for your company this evening. Well, highlights of all tonight's quarter-finals in the Europa League and Conference League coming up next on TNT Sports 1 on a special night at the City Ground. The European Dream is alive for Forest, and they've set up a semi-final scrap